I know what you're thinking. You go to a party and your friend there who is super skinny and can seemingly eat everything under the sun. They can eat pizza, they can eat cake, they can drink a bunch of alcohol, and they are not gaining any weight at all. And you're thinking, man, their metabolism is just through the roof. And then yourself, you look at a piece of cake and you immediately gain 5 pounds. This isn't fair. So, if your metabolism is slow, what should you do about it? Well, here's the deal. The first thing I want you to do is to stop blaming your overall genetics. Now, there is a small genetic variation in metabolism from person to person. In other words, some people might burn a little more calories than the other, and some people might burn a little less calories. You might be genetically gifted in burning a little less calories than other people, but in the end, this is a very small variation. Most people are pretty tightly in roughly the same overall calorie burn every single day. Some people do have a harder time managing their weight. So the thing that usually happens with people who kind of have a slower metabolism, or so it seems like, is usually they get much hungrier and when they eat. So their body feels more hungrier, they have a bigger appetite, and they also get full way less quickly. So they're more hungry, and at the same time, they feel like they can't stop eating. So that can be a super, super tough thing when you are trying to maintain your weight. So it is slightly from your metabolism maybe being a little bit slower, but for the most part, it's just kind of this appetite regulation thing. So what can we overall control when it comes to this, okay? So the first thing that we can do if your metabolism is slow is simply becoming physically active. This is probably one of the easiest and quickest ways to boost your metabolic rate. And it's going to boost your metabolism acutely from doing activity like cardio, where you're biking, walking, swimming, running, jump roping, all these different things, is going to burn some calories and increase your metabolism in that immediate moment. And then if you are lifting weights, this can boost your metabolism both acutely and chronically. So when you lift weights, it's going to boost your metabolism because your heart rate's going to be going. It's going to be tough during that time. But you can also build some muscle mass from these weight training sessions, which once you start building some muscle mass, you're going to literally be burning more calories at rest doing absolutely nothing. Muscle mass is extremely metabolically active at rest. Another great way to just boost your metabolism is to just get more steps in. I think this is one of the easiest things to think about. If you look at your pedometer on your iPhone or your phone or in general, and you're only clocking in about 3,000, maybe 5,000 steps every single day, try to get up to 7,000, 8,000. Get another 3,000 steps in. Try to get it up to 10,000 steps, maybe more than that. This is something that I do personally that really helps to keep my metabolism in check. I walk roughly about 10 to 15,000 steps every single day on top of my normal physical activity that I do. And this isn't anything crazy, I'm just doing more activity. And the more activity you do, the higher your metabolic rate is going to be, right? So super simple, maybe easier said than done. But if you're just starting, try to get 2,000 more steps, 3,000 more steps. Really easy way and place to start. Increasing protein intake is another thing that you can control. Protein does burn more calories at rest when you're actually digesting it. So when you take in that protein, it's going to acutely increase your basal metabolic rate by roughly 20 to 30%. Just to burn that protein, just to actually digest it and to, of course, help you to build that muscle. And as we just discussed, building muscle is going to greatly increase your metabolism long term. And this is an interesting one. So if your metabolism is slow in your eyes, being in extreme temperatures can actually kind of help to boost your metabolism a little bit. So this could be something along the lines of being in a sauna, which is really, really hot, right? It's going to heat up your body. Or doing a cold plunge where you get into something that's basically an ice bath for a small amount of time. Both of these can increase your metabolism because you are challenging your body's ability to thermoregulate or keep the same temperature. Anytime you are kind of stressing your body out acutely in that sense, we talked about it from exercise earlier. That's a stress on your body. It's a good stress that you will recover from. Cold temperatures and really hot temperatures, assuming you're not in them for a very long period of time, is no different. These extreme temperatures can, of course, over time, increase your metabolic rate. Again, a very tiny bit, but of course, these are some things that you can do, you can control. So it's not about throwing in the towel, blaming our parents, and saying, I can't do anything. There is a lot of things to do. It's just about taking some personal accountability, and that the fact that we need to actually make a change and do some small steps to get ourselves to boosting our metabolism and becoming healthier.